Hello students, welcome in 11th Computer Science. We started with the chapter Logic Gates and Sequential Circuits from Paper 2. Student, in this video we are going to learn Demultiplexer. In previous video we learned multiplexer. So demultiplexer is opposite of multiplexer. Now see, a demultiplexer performs the reverse operation of the multiplexer. Now, student, you know what is the meaning of multiplexer or what is the function of multiplexer? Multiplexer means, in simple words, many into one, means many inputs and only one outputs. Okay. Now, it takes one single input and passes these to the output number specified by the select inputs. Means in this demultiplexer only one single input, but it passes these to the output number which is depend upon selector lines or select inputs. Demultiplexer is also known as DMUX, in short DMUX, or data distributor. Data distributor means to distribute the data to the output. Distribute the data to the output. Now in this video also see 1 to 4 demultiplexer. 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Before that, just see what is the basic symbol of demultiplexer or how to calculate the selector lines depends upon input lines. Now, this is already seen in previous video at the time of multiplexer. See, N is input data line, M is control lines or selector lines, Y is output. Now, what is the formula? 2 raised to M is equal to N. Mean, if depends these select lines depends upon input lines. Now see the block structure of demultiplexer. See, this is the input line, okay, D is a input line and these are the output lines. Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3 and last one is Yn minus 1, okay, means so many outputs but only one input, okay, and these are the selector lines. But these selector lines depends upon these input lines, okay, means output lines 1 to n depends upon this n value. 1 is constant, okay. So this is the block diagram of demultiplexer. Now let's see 1 to 4 demultiplexer, okay, 1 to 4 demultiplexer. In 1 to 4 demultiplexer, N is input data lines, M is control lines and Y is output. Now calculate the select lines or control lines depends on input line. Now 2 raised to M, N is equal to 4, okay. So what is the value of M? It is 2, okay. 2 means how many select lines? 2 selector lines to necessary these 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Now see the symbol of this 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Now see, 1 is constant means only one input data lines. How many select lines? 2 select lines. See here S1 and S0, okay. 4 output lines. See Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. These are the 4 output lines and 2 select lines, okay. This is the symbol of 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Here it indicates D indicates input line and Y indicates Y0 to Y3 indicates output lines, okay, and S0 S1 indicates selector lines or control lines. Now see what is the working of demultiplexer, okay. Only one, this single input pass through the output lines. This single input pass through the output lines means in 1 to 4 demux has one input This is a one input line which can be connected to 4 outputs. See here, Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. These are the 4 outputs, but one at a time. But these output is selected by control line or selector lines. Okay student, understood? This output is depends on these select lines or control lines. Okay, now see the working of this 1 to 4. Before that, just see the truth table of this 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Okay, means see here H0, S1, these are the select lines. Okay, Y is output lines. Here don't write data input line because data input lines always 1 in demultiplexer. But these data input lines are select depends upon these selector lines. So here in truth table write S1 and S0. Okay. Now see combination of 0 and 1 as usual. First suppose 0 0, then Y0 output will be selected. Then 0 1, then Y1 output selected. 1 0, then Y2 output is selected. And 1 1, Y3 output is selected. Okay. Now see logic diagram of this 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Just let's see logic diagram of 1 to 4 demultiplexer. This is the truth table for, okay. For 1 to 4 demultiplexer required 4 AND gates. Okay, required first 4 AND gates and only one data input line. Okay, this is a data input line. This data input line connected to all AND gates. Okay, because only one data input line, but select one at a time, and it depends upon these input select lines. Okay, means select logically the data input D is to be connected either 4 outputs. Okay, either of 4 outputs. The desired output is decided by control lines, is given by, or it is also called as select lines. Okay, now see how it is. See, if first S0, okay, first draw the S1 and S0. Okay, this line, okay, these lines indicates one input and this line indicates also one input. See here, if here 0 is passed, then after NOT gate here output is 1. So if select lines is 0, then the 0 line or 0 input pass through this NOT gate, because after NOT gate here 1 will be becomes. Okay, if 1 is passed, then this AND gate is enabled. Understood student? Why 0 pass through this NOT gate? Okay, because AND gate is enabled. Now see first input S1 and S0. These are the select lines. If S1 is 0 and S0 is equal to 0, okay, S1 equal to 0, S0 is equal to 0, it will make S1 is equal to 1. Here also this 0 pass through these lines. Okay, it make S0 is equal to 1 and S1 is equal to 1, and this will make the first AND gate enabled. Okay, because of this 0 pass through this NOT gate. If 1 is passed, then first AND gate is enabled. Okay, so connect these lines 0 0 means S1 and S0 in this line. Okay, NOT gate line. Now second case, if S1 is equal to 0, S0 is equal to 1. S1 is equal to 0 means again this 0 pass through this NOT gate. So here connect this. Okay, S1, S0 is equal to 1 as it is. This line indicates 1 and S0 connect this line. So Y1 output or this second AND gate is enabled. Okay, now in third case, when S1 is equal to 1, Okay, and S0 is equal to 0. S0 is equal to 0 means connect here this line, and S1 is equal to 1 means connect this line. Okay, so third AND gate or Y3 can be selected. Okay, Y3 can be selected and Y2 can be selected, sorry, because starting Y0 then Y1 then Y2. Now last case, if S1 is equal to 1, S0 is equal to 1. Okay, see here, means this line S1 is equal to 1 or S0 equal to 1, S1 is equal to 1. So Y3 can be selected. Understood, student? How demultiplexer is working? Okay, demultiplexer is one to many, multiplexer is many to one. Okay, this is the difference between multiplexer and demultiplexer. Okay, student, this multiplexer and demultiplexer is very important topic. Okay, multiplexer, this is a combinational circuit which allows sharing of common output line. Okay, so these both topics are very important for entrance exam, multiplexer and demultiplexer. Understood, student? Now this is the end of session 6. Thank you.